what's happening, everybody? Trey here, joined by my dad, Sean, and today at Reactions to the Classics, we are going to have a song battle, a dresses song battle, if you will, right here. As you can see at the bottom, we're going to be checking out one of my favorite artists right here, PJ Harvey, with her song Dress off of the great LP Dry. And that's going against Lisa Germano's track, The Dresses Song. Both of these early 90s tracks, Dad. Thanks to our longtime friend and patron of the channel, Fran, for requesting this for us to dive into today.
For sure. And Fran the man knows a ton about music. He says some 90s ladies awesomeness, the decade when women started getting some attention. Sure, there were incredible female artists before, but there were quite few with a real leading creative role. In the 90s, artists like Bjork, PJ Harvey, Throwing Muses, Liz Phair, Tori Amos, Annie DeFranco, Kim Deal, Fiona Apple, Lauryn Hill, and many others shine. This female presence has continued growing during the 21st century to a point where the situation is practically reversed. A good part of the most interesting music that has come out in these past years is made by women. Would you agree with this statement? Would the audience? I think Fran is right on all of this stuff. We did an album draft series last year from 1965 through 2022. And, you know, the first decade and a half of those, there were very few women that appeared. You know, and we had one person comment like, where are all the women? Well, there wasn't very many women.
Yeah, no, exactly.
You had Joan, you had some people, but you didn't have a ton. And then there wasn't a lot in the 80s. Obviously, you have Madonna and the Low-Hanging Fruit, some of these different ones. But it was the 90s where it started changing. Towards the end of our album draft series, as we got closer to the current year, Trey, I had more and more where the women just dominated my top five. So, yeah, I think he's right on with this.
No, I would agree, too. You know, even thinking, okay, yeah, you have your superstars like Lana Del Rey and Taylor Swift, who are up there, who not only are great pop stars in a sense, but are also really strong songwriters to, you know, bands like a First Aid Kit that, you know, are, you know, made of some great ladies to I Love a Rap, even somebody like Little Sims in the UK, my favorite UK rapper going right now. So I think no matter what genre you're looking at, you know, the ladies are leading the front. You know, Boy Genius, Phoebe Bridgers, Lucy Dacus, Julian Baker. You know, so yeah, I think Fran's on the money with that. And so one of my favorite artists, female or otherwise, songwriters here is PJ Harvey, who that's who we're going to start with. Her run of albums in the 90s is just really incredible, and I love the way she shifts into her different styles.
And we got several reactions of those albums up.
Yeah, that's right. And so, you know, I haven't heard this song or album in a very long time, so I'm looking forward to revisiting it. But this comes off her Dry record, 1992, the debut single from her debut album. It failed to chart, but had a great critical reception. So, as always, we're going to have the lyrics pulled up, take and enjoy the song, and then give our thoughts afterwards. So, thanks again to Fran. Let's get it.
Must be a way that I can dress to
right dress. PJ Harvey coming out of the gates like this. And Dad, listening to this, it reminded me a little bit musically of some of the work of an artist I know we're both big fans of and fan of as well. Little Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds action with some of the the dark, I don't know if the violin in the background or whatever, and kind of some of the distorted guitars here, some of that later 80s Nick Cave work. But I think this is a really strong debut single in particular.
Yeah, I do too. I agree. And I think, the only thing about it is I can't relate to the content. I think if a woman would have reacted, she'd be like, yeah, that's how this is. But, and I think she doesn't want to wear this dress. She's feeling this impending pressure to wear it because this guy bought it for her. We realize later on. But I think that builds with the arrangement of it, of just like more and more. You hear her angry vocals. She kind of goes in and out. One thing about PJ is she's so diverse. Yeah. Not only in the arrangement of her music, but also in her vocal delivery between her albums. So unless you really know these well, it's like, which PJ am I going to get on this one? But they're all really good. So, yeah, I thought that was really well done all the way around. A nice, tight 3-minute, 20-second song.
Well, and even, too, whenever she shifts point of views to the man, she sings it in the higher register, which, again, is something different than what you would expect right there. And, I like the way the guitars kind of go from being a bit louder to quieter and, kind of keep you on your toes, so to speak. So, with that said, we're going to now go to the Dresses song from Lisa Germano. I'm not familiar with Lisa at all. Are you, Dad? Or
I'm actually not familiar with her. This is from 1993 from her Happiness album. Second album. She's an American singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist from Indiana. Her album, Geek the Girl, right after this, was chosen as the top album of the 90s by Spin Magazine. So I was like, how have I never heard of her? She began her career as a violinist for John Mellencamp. She's released 13 albums. So I know who she is because I remember the violinist for John Mellencamp because I'm a big fan of his, but let's check it out.
You make me wanna wear dresses. You make me wanna wear dresses. You look at me so fragile. Take me to your castle. It feels so good in there. Much, much safer in your castle. Mine got lost somewhere. You make me wanna wear dresses. You make me wanna wear dresses. You look at me so fragile. You make me think about nothing. It feels so good like that. You look at me so fragile, so full of desire. Wide open spaces. You make me wanna wear dresses. Wide open spaces. You make me wanna wear dresses. You make me wanna wear dresses. You look at me so fragile. Wide open spaces. Wide open spaces. Take me to your castle. It feels so good in there. Much, much safer in your castle. Mine got lost somewhere. You make me wanna wear dresses. You make me wanna wear dresses. It's much, much safer in my dresses.
All right, the Dresses song, Lisa Germano out in here. And what struck me with this song, Dad, is the way that it built up over the duration of the track, right? Because really at the start, very stripped back, and then you compare that to the end, we had almost a dance beat kind of going in there. And
we did, but through the majority of the song, you had that interesting percussion that wasn't overwhelming, but I mean, it was upbeat, and then the violin breaking it up in there between every 4 lines. And I mean, interesting too, the subject matter compared to the last song. PJ did not want to wear that dress. Mm-hmm. This guy makes Lisa want to wear a dress, which just basically she's just saying how she feels safe with him and nothing else matters when she's with him. But I thought it was really well done, and I'm with you. Like the arrangement of it kept it quite interesting for me.
Oh yeah, the bass was pretty punchy as well. Almost had a bit of a almost Eastern influence a bit on that percussion. So musically I was really a fan of how the song progressed, and obviously the violin in there as well, with her background made sense, and interesting too, since the PJ Harvey track also had the violin. So Fran putting this at a battle at multiple levels right here. So with that said, that'll take us now to our winner of the dress battle. I'll kick it off. I think for me, maybe it's familiarity, but I am going with Dress by PJ Harvey, even though I did enjoy Lisa's track right there. I'd heart both of these on my Spotify, but PJ getting the dub for me today.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might be where I figured I would go with PJ, but you know what? I'm going to actually go with Lisa Germano and the Dresses song. That is still in my head, and maybe it's a recency bias. I could still hear that percussive beat in there with that violin breaking it up. So really good battle brought to us by Fran, not only lyrically, stylistically, the women. Let us know what you think. Who do you think won this? And do you agree with the take that, now that's kind of been reversed and the women are sort of dominating the music industry?
And if you like the video, be sure to give us a big thumbs up. Hit that big red subscribe button. And of course, if you want us to do a song battle or support the channel in any way, like our guy Fran, you can check out our Patreon page, which is a link below and also at the end screen, along with another video you might enjoy. But that'll do it from us today. So until next time, thanks for watching, happy listening, and we will see you.